welcome back to Bass Boxing Outdoors. Today we have the Mystery Tackle Box Elite. For those of y'all that don't know what Mystery Tackle Box is, it's a monthly subscription service that gets sent to your door every month, and it's full of mystery goods. I tell you, for the past couple of months, I'm gonna say almost the past year, it's hard to believe it's been that long, but I've been really impressed with Mystery Tackle Box. They've really stepped up their game. They've really quit with the sample pack pretty much. I mean, I think I've gotten like maybe 1 or 2 sample packs in the past year. So that's good to see that they've really just basically done away with those. That was one of their biggest complaints they had, was they were sending a lot of sample packs when they first started up. So it's good to see that they've gotten away from that, and they seem to be listening to their consumers and stuff. They try to send out, stuff that is good for that time of the year, which I think is really good. I mean, I know it's hard to do for, the whole state whenever, everybody's in different seasons, but they try to do the best they can on doing that, and so far I've been really impressed with it. Normally your box covers all the water columns and stuff, so that's really good, and you usually get some pretty good stuff. So anyways, this is the July box, and let's get into it. And for those of y'all that don't know, there's 3 different tiers. They got a $19.99, which is their standard box. They have a Pro box, which is $29.99, and then they have the Elite, which is $39.99, which is what this one is. Well, it definitely looks like an interesting box this month. Get down here at the bottom and get all the other stuff out. This box crammed full. Alright, so that we don't need to see that. First, they start us off with our Dibbles tips and tricks. This is a pretty, these are pretty interesting. I do like them. I'm glad they put them in here. It's got a lot of useful information, and it's just a little pamphlet that you or your little kid, you can have them read while y'all are fishing, or out on the boat or whatever. So those are really cool. I like that. Now you got something about the Googan rods. It basically tells you the different types of rods they have. They have a gold and a green. The green, the cheaper one, for $79.99 if you're a Coral's member, $99.99 if you're not, and $119 for the gold if you're a Coral's member, and $149 if you're not. So their rods are really nice. I've heard a lot of good things about them. Then we got a what's in the box card, and then we got the featured bait, the monthly spotlight, which is the 13 fishing jabberjaw. Love that bait. I'm glad to see it in this box. I'm gonna go ahead and read this off to you. It says about the lure. The 13 fishing jabberjaw takes the fishiest features from the square bill crankbait and the bladed jig and combines them into one loud mouth hard bait. The hybrid design provides a chattering bait that can hunt in open water while also deflecting off cover. So first off, They start us off with a live target hollow bodied Commotion shed, and this one's $14.99. 3.5 inches long, weighs 5/8 of an ounce. The color is silver flake, and it's a surface bait. See if I can do that. There we go. Interesting. So you got your basically like hollow bellied frog style bait. It's in the shape of a fish. It's real hollow, squishy. And then you got this little blade on there, which is, you know, if you're jerking it side to side, like walking it, it's just going to cause a little flash. It does do complete spins on it. So I'm imagining you can either do it that way, or you can throw it out and do a slow retrieve, and then it'll cause like a buzz bait commotion. It does have a weight in the front to keep it from being weighted down like that. So that's an interesting bait. Definitely one worth trying, that's for sure. So once again, good looking little bait. And that one's called the Commotion Shed from Live Target. I do notice that I think that's like the second Live Target thing I've gotten this month. Next up, we have the 13 Fishing Jabberjaw. Y'all been watching my channel, y'all seen that I bought quite a few of these back whenever they first came out. They're really a great bait. They catch fish. This one is the 60 model. It's 2 3/8 inches long, dives 2 to 4 feet, weighs 9/16 of an ounce. The color of it is citrus shad. Real nice color. A lot of people that fish with crankbaits love the citrus shad. It's a well-known color. It catches fish. Nothing wrong with that. And then of course, you know, you got this. It goes side to side, or it goes up and down. You can probably hear that. I like these better than I do the Axis, in my opinion, and that's just my opinion. I know a lot of people are going to say the Axis is better, but I believe, in my opinion, that this is better. They took the same thing from the Scamp, the circuit board, which was made out of carbon, which I thought was really neat. I don't think hardly anybody else makes that. And they turned it into metal. So that's what they come up with, this design. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with it at all. If you don't have any of these in your tackle box and you like to fish chatterbaits or vibrating jigs, and you like to fish with square bills, get you one of these and you'll get the best of both worlds. I would either get one of these or I'd get the Axis, one of the two. But I'm a big 13 fishing fanatic, so I think that's really cool that they sent us one of these. And that one's running for $11.99. If you're a Shop Carl's member, you can actually get them for $7.99. And that's another thing. They're a little bit more. They're a little cheaper than the Axis as well. Next up, we have Reaction Strike Ranger. the Reaction Strike Ranger for $6.99. And this dives 2 to 4 feet. The color of this is IU, and it's 1/4 of an ounce. Really interesting looking little bait. I like how it has this little fin right up here. Good coloring on it. Can't go wrong with that. Seems to have sticky hooks. But all in all, really nice looking little bait. I mean, can't go wrong with that. And that's the Reaction Strike Ranger. Dives 2 to 4 feet. And that's going to be your finesse style type fishing. You want to throw that on some light tackle. Nothing wrong with that. Next up, we got Longlunkers Chugger. Alright. This is 2 7/8 inches long, weighs 2/5 of an ounce. Of course, it's a top water, and it doesn't have a color on it, which is probably going to be Fire Tiger. Really neat looking little bait. What makes these so cool is if you look right inside there, there's holes on each side and on the top. So whenever it's popping, it's spitting water backwards. And not to mention it's going forward too, which you can see right there, there's the little holes. So I find that pretty interesting. I've only seen a few made like that, so that is really neat. I do like that. It's something different. It ain't just your traditional popper. So, good bait. Good color. Fire Tiger works pretty good around here most of the time, especially in the rivers. So, anyways, can't go wrong with that. And like I said, that one was running $6.99 as well. Next up, the Googan Squad Hummer. 3/8 of an ounce. It's a buzz bait. And this one's probably the black and blue flake. I've got a few of these, and they work. Can't go wrong with them. They make a really good buzz bait. It's got the dual bait keeper on it, and of course their bait blade is gold instead of silver, which I really like. And then they also have this little line protector thing up here. It keeps your line from sliding down, which I think is really nice. One thing I hate is whenever you're fishing with a spinner bait or something and your line slides down or slides off to the side or something, that little rubber ring right there will keep that from happening. A lot of people throw them away not realizing what they are, but that they're made to be there. That way it keeps your line from going anywhere. And that's a good buzz bait. If you don't believe me, watch Lojo. He catch that dude right there. He fishes the heck out of these hummers. Catches a lot of fish off of them too. I call him the hummer guy, but the buzz bait guy, 'cause that's one thing he throws is a buzz bait, and he catches big fish off of them. I catch fish off of them sometimes, but not that big. Next up, we got a Western Crawl. These are running $5.99. The Buzzbait by Googan was $6.49. This is in a June bug. They're 3 3/8 inches long. Anise scented. On the back, it's got some ways that you can rig it up. You know, a jig head or Texas rig, Carolina rig. Yeah, here's what they look like. They got a weird profile to them. I love the smell. Smells good. Smells like I would almost eat one myself. Yeah, buddy. A real nice soft plastic, but yet durable. And then it's got some of the claws are already apart, but it's got that real nice slender profile. And it's pretty much double-sided. I mean, you could use it either way, but mainly it's designed for one side. So you got your little legs on there. You got like 8 little tentacle legs right here, and then you got your one that comes off to the side with your main one, and then it has a bunch of them in the middle, which is like 4. But all in all, man, that's a nice looking little June bug looking bait. It's amazing, you know, June bug is June bug, but it's amazing to me, you know, June bug, not everybody's June bug is the same. You have to really like, I know it's always got a purple and green hint to it, but if you ever look at different June bugs from different companies, they're hardly ever the same color. There's a, you know, Zoom June bug, it's totally different from this one, and Googan Squads is totally different from this one. So it's kind of weird. You would think that it would all be the same thing, but it's not. This one has a real bunch of green flakes in it, and they're big flakes, so there's a lot of green in it. So that one was $5.99. Next up, Cabin Creek Bait Express Worm. And these are running for $5.49. So there's a lot of them in here. Probably 10 or 12. Basically, this is just like your little loaf and nest worm, trick worm style bait. Good looking color. There ain't no information on it, which I don't like. I hate when companies do that. But this looks like a, really, I don't know what kind of color that is, but y'all can take y'all's guess on it. Maybe a watermelon candy or something like that. Got a gold and purple and black fleck in it. But anyways, you can't ever go wrong with worms like that. And of course, y'all know the price of plastic is going up. So, you know, used to you could go get a pack of Zoom worms for trick worms for $2.49, and I think they've even went up on theirs. So that's not bad. $5.49. I would think more like, you know, $3.49 or $4.49, but that's just me. Next up is Phoenix Baits Ringworm for $4.49. Alright. So It says they're custom quality vibrators, vibrating jigs, spinnerbait jigs, swim baits, lead heads, and sinkers. This is a 4-inch ringworm, electric blue pearl. And you can tell this right here is a small company by the way it comes in a Ziploc baggie. Nothing wrong with that though. I do like these little style of rib worms. The head on it is like super hard, but kind of neat little ringed worm. And then you got this little curly tail on the end. I would imagine, man, you could put this on the back of a chatterboat or something, and that little tail right there would be really good behind it. But other than that, you know, use it on a little finesse rig, Texas rig, anything really. You can't go wrong with them. Kind of a cool color. You get 8 of them, so can't go wrong with that. And then, last but not least, some spear point hooks. You get 2 3/0 hooks, and then you get your fishing ninja. That's a pretty cool little sticker. These right here are quickly becoming my favorite hook. I really like these. They work really well. When they first come out, even I had a problem with getting them to stay in line, like on like a fluke or something. It was hard to get them to stay aligned, but that was just because I was rigging it up wrong. You have to rig them up a certain way to where they fall flat flush with the bait, and then you expose, and then it sits in there real good. So if y'all have not tried spear point hook, give them a shot, man. You won't regret it. They work really good. I used behind a Texas rigged trench hog and caught 3 bass in a roll off of them. And let me tell you something, they wasn't getting off, because whenever it goes through their mouth, it gets down there in that little V, and they can't get it out. Now, it's hard to get the hook back out because of the way they're shaped. But, you know, if it's hard for you to get out, you know that it's going to be hard for the fish to get it out. They're real sharp, so you ain't got to worry about anything. They'll penetrate, no problem. So, it's called the V grip, that's what they call it. But it pins them down, so if you ain't gave them a shot, give them a shot. They work really well. That is the end of the box, man. They sent us a bunch of stuff this month. What'd they do? 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 items. That ain't bad. 9 items. So you got that. What's in the box card? You got your little sticker, your spear point hooks, the Cabin Creek, basically trick worms, these Phoenix ringworms. They didn't send us any sample packs, well, other than the hooks, but every company sends sample packs of hooks. So, well, except for Florida Tackle Club. The Weston crawls, I really like those. I'm really interested in those. You got the Googan Buzz Hummer. Can't go wrong with that. You got the popper, the chugger, which I really like that as well. The ringer, that's gonna catch a lot of fish just because of the small size of it. And it dives 2 to 4 feet. And my favorite bait in the whole box is, of course, gonna be the jabberjaw. And I also like this one. That one's kind of an interesting bait too, so I'm kind of curious to see about that one. So that's all of it for this month, y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. I hope y'all liked what was in the box. Let me know what y'all think, and I'll see y'all on the next one.